simple basic idea in the lab that actually originated, that has actually we have converted the basic idea into innovation. The innovation actually matured in such a way that it is actually completely applied to reduce the post-harvest losses. So I'm going to tell about the journey. We've been working on hypoxia. Already our panelists have discussed about paddy. We work on hypoxia, flooding, etc. So when we give flooding or waterlogging, plants produce a lot of greenhouse gases. Example the methane and also nitrogen oxides. So we work mainly on nitric oxide signaling. Okay. So in our studies.
Can you slide from there?
From there. Yeah, sure. Definitely. So I'm going to tell how a simple basic experiment in the lab has actually led to this innovation. So we've been working on the hypoxia. I said that plants require oxygen as we know for producing energy, but under low oxygen conditions, for example in the flooding or waterlogging, plants produce nitrogen oxides. Okay, but there is a relation between. I can speak only. Can you get into the slides? Yeah, can you change it? So what we found was when we actually impose these low oxygen conditions to the plant starts generating these nitrogen oxides. Then we thought about it is how to use this nitrogen oxide and actually use in the fruit ripening. So can you change the slide? Yeah. So how this innovation came is that but we see that fruits and vegetables are very important for nutrition because these are very important. But these are very highly perishable. Every year India is losing approximately 2.5 lakh crore worth of fruits and vegetables. The amount of the wastage that is actually occurring is more than our agriculture budget. It's more than 2.5 lakh crore. Okay. So farmers and retailers, small retailers, importers, they are losing a lot of income because of this post-harvest losses. So when we look into the losses, where the losses are occurring, the losses are occurring throughout the supply chain. For example, when we have a picking, packing, transportation, value addition. So all this actually throughout the supply chain, we are losing approximately 50 to 54%. Okay. So why this is happening is that because of when fruit is a living tissue, when you keep the fruit after harvest and actually start increasing the respiration, accompanied with the production of ethylene and also other gases. This is for the climateric fruits. In non-climateric fruits, what is happening is that when you store the fruits, they usually get the infection by the bacteria and fungal infections. So what we have done is that by using this nitrogen oxides along with some other volatiles, which should be kept as a trade secret. So 17 different kind of volatiles we use it. We developed an innovative formula. That innovative formula, what it does is that it actually counteracts the ethylene pathway, and then also it inhibits the respiration, and also like we have immune system. The fruits also have immune system. So it also elicits the defense responses in the fruits. So the fruits during the storage, they don't get infection. So all these features we have integrated, we developed devices. These devices have two chambers. When you look into it, lower chamber and upper chamber. So in the lower chamber, we keep the formulation which actually diffuses and creates a modified atmosphere inside the upper chamber. Thereby you can enhance the shelf life. For example, without the refrigeration, we can enhance the shelf life from 2 to 3 weeks in various type of fruits. This is the very innovative technology. For example, if you use refrigeration which is not cost effective, farmers cannot afford, farmers cannot purchase refrigeration to store the fruits until they transport. Okay, and small retailers outside, and tailors and all, they don't have any technology to store the fruits. For example, if you see banana tailors and all, evening if you see in a complete bulk of tomato gets ripened in the overnight. So in the evening they try to sell it or throw. So low and marginal income farmers and also the small retailers are losing a lot of income. Okay, we have food in India, we have a lot of food, but the thing is that we don't have cost-effective technologies, innovative technologies to store the fruits and vegetables. So this innovation can help in in actually storing the fruits for several days. Thereby it can help the farmers and retailers. So then what we have done is that there is one technology in the world which is called as ethylene absorber. The market size of this ethylene absorber is $40 billion. Then what we have done is that we have compared our technology with the ethylene absorber technology, and we found that our technology is much more effective than ethylene absorber technology. Okay? Then what we have done is that by using this technology, we have developed 5 different products. One is a small sachet. The sachet looks small like a tea bag. If you put the sachet in a box of fruits, okay, if you drop it, it can actually enhance the shelf life. So the farmer can keep this sachet inside the box and also transport it, and also when it reaches consumers also, the fruit can stay very healthy when you give the sachet. And also the fruity box for the stores, fruity form for the farmers. Fruity trans is a device that can be used in the storage room. If the storage room is there, if you have 10 ton capacity of the fruits, you can keep the fruity trans device with the formula. It can create a modified atmosphere and then enhance the shelf life. And then we also developed a product called Berry Safe, which is a bag. So blueberry, strawberry, you can keep these fruits. It can enhance the shelf life. So these are some of the examples where we actually deployed the fruity trans device in the stores, and also the fruity fruity form in the stores, etc. We have deployed it, and then working very good. For example, these are some of the examples you can see. Bindi, for example, bendakai, you cannot store 2 to 3 days; they will spoil now. So with our technology, 20 days you can store the bindi without spoilage, not even in the refrigeration. For example, karela, chili, and onions, sprouting of onions can be reduced. And also you see the examples of different fruits. For example, mango,